Hey Breck students, Frank here from AFP with another video on guitar. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics in the world, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2 by Pink Floyd off the album The Wall. If you haven't heard Pink Floyd's music, or if you've never heard anything off that album The Wall, pause this video, open a new tab, and listen to a couple of hours of Pink Floyd's music, because I just gotta say, Dave Gilmour, Roger Waters have helped me throughout my guitar journey, and they really, their songwriting has given me my own voice in musicality on my instrument and the way I write music. So if you're a first-time musician, if you're a first-time guitar player, go check them out. They're a great band. Actually, as you can see my background, Dark Side of the Moon and The Wall right there speaks for itself. So alright, so let's get down to the song. I'm just going to play a little bit for you, and I'm going to teach you the part that I'll be playing, which is the main part of the song. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. Sarcasm in the classroom. Teachers leave them kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. And then it repeats after that, after a pause, I think. And the children come in and sing. Alright, so I'm going to break down that part for you, and yeah. So the song is in the key of D minor, and what you're going to want to do to get a D minor chord is you're going to want to take your index finger and you're going to want to bar it over the 5th fret up into the A string. So that means every string up until the A string is barred like this. Right. And then we're going to take, let me move it a little bit closer. We're going to take our ring finger, keeping our finger barred on the 5th fret. We're going to be taking our ring finger and we're going to be placing it on the 7th fret of the D string. And our pinky will be on the 7th fret of the G string. And our middle finger is going to be on the 6th fret of the B string. And if you strum down, you should get something that sounds like this. Right on. So, now for the strumming pattern, This is a really cool conversation for the people who are kind of trying to find ways to write songs and different types of strumming pattern. This is a really cool type of strumming pattern. So what I like to do to achieve that kind of Dave Gilmour, Pink Floyd sound is, I see a lot of guitar players strum guitars like this. I'm just gonna pick a random chord, just or like that. I like to kind of for like a funky song like this, I kind of like to let these 3 fingers, that's on my right hand, that's the middle finger, the ring finger on my right hand, and the pinky. I kind of let them dangle, and for me they act as weights to achieve that kind of really funky, picky guitar sound on a disco song like this. I kind of let all the weight of my fingers control how I strum this. And the strumming pattern is down, up, down, up, down, up. Now another cool thing about having your fingers kind of glide like that, I'm just going to show you what I mean one more time. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up. Another cool thing about having your fingers kind of just dangle like that is it gives you a really clean access to your palm, so you can mute the strings. See that? Like I'm kind of like at the end of my up strum, I'm kind of muting the string. Now, I'm just going to say this right now. I may make a couple of mistakes. This is really hard to do when you are singing at the same time. So if you hear me make a couple of mistakes, you know, I'm not the best guitar player in the world, but this is a really dope song, and I think it will help you if you learn this one. So, basically, we're going to start the song, or we're going to start the verse on a D minor, and we're just going to be jamming on it for the first couple of parts. So, we don't need no education. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We don't need no thought control. Down, up, down, up, down, up. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teachers leave them kids alone. So, we're gonna, from D minor, we're gonna go over to G. And how to get a G chord is what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our index finger, bar the 3rd fret of all the strings, place our ring finger on the 5th fret of the A, pinky on the 5th fret of the D, middle finger on the 4th fret of the G. And we're gonna strum down. And that's a G major. Ah, beautiful. So I'm gonna go from that transition. So, no dark sarcasm in the classroom. Down, up, down, up, down, up, yeah. Teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone. So, just remember, I'm not the best at singing and playing at the same time, but you want to hold that picking pattern through that G transition. So from D into G, you're still down, up, 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 down, up. Teacher, leave them kids alone. Back to D minor. Down, up. Right? So I'm going to do that whole transition again from We Don't Need No Education. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Leave them kids alone. Still holding the same strumming pattern. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone. Alright, so now we're coming into our chorus where it's all in all, you're just another brick in the wall. And how we're gonna do that is the first chord is F major. So that's much like the G, where we're barring all the strings. We're going to go to the 1st fret, bar all the strings, and place our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, our pinky on the 3rd fret of the D string, and our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. So, all in all, you're just to C, which is barring, taking your index finger and barring from the A string down, and then placing your ring finger and barring from the D string down. And that should look like this and sound like this. Sorry, I'm taking, and oh, another thing, I know I just did that. You don't want to play the high E string for the C major. So it's so far we got all in all, you're just a, right? F major, C major, and back to D minor, which was the first chord. And you do that twice. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. C, back to F. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. And then the whole thing repeats. Of course, when the children come in. All right, so I'm just gonna do it one more time, just to kind of sum up. Again, I'm not the best singer and guitar player at the same time, but I think I got it down. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. Then it pauses. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teachers, leave them kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. So yeah, folks, there you have it. Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. If you are having some trouble with some chords, or you want to ask a question, please leave your question in the comments below, and I'll try to ask you or try to get back to you, shortly. And another thing is, don't rush through the video. Rewind the video, take time. I know I'm not the best, player and singer at the same time, but I definitely feel like this song would help anyone who's just picking up the guitar for the first time and looking for their kind of voice, their guitar voice rather. This is a really fun song, one of the greatest rock songs I think ever written, so it's a good one to have in your arsenal for playing guitar. And listen to other Pink Floyd songs. There's so many great songs that they have there, off of the album Dark Side of the Moon, Animals. I know you probably heard, if you're just starting guitar, I know you probably heard the title Wish You Were Here thrown out. I'm going to try to do a video on that song, which is another really great Pink Floyd song. But yeah, I'm really excited to be sharing my love for Pink Floyd with you guys. So if you have any questions, like I said, leave it in the comment and I'll try to get back to you shortly. You guys have a good one. Happy Thursday. All right, bye.